Hello, my name is Obiageriaku Oparah-Francis, and welcome to part two of my presentation. Right now, we're going to be talking about database and APIs. So the type of data that has been consistent within my application would be first, last name, date of birth, email, passwords. I also implemented a transaction component to my website. So no matter what the user does, a transaction ID would be tied into that application. So I do want to demonstrate that right now. Okay, so for this example, we are signed in under Green Bank. This is just my admin account so that I can get the protected route of all data here. And as you can see within my API, I'm able to pull in all of the data from every user that's logged in or has ever been logged into this site. So we have an account number that is tied uniquely to that user. We have a first and last name, and we have that email address. We do also have if you go to my account, we have a list of different transaction histories within that account. So you'll have the transaction code, type of transaction, amount, date, and time. Some of the newer features that I implemented would be, again, that admin account, the transaction numbers, and then the account number that's tied solely to that user. So to talk about some of the API endpoints that I utilized, they were get, post. So I had a lot of protected, authenticated routes that would go through that would only be authenticated if the user was under a role of either user or admin. So as you can see, only admin are allowed to see the all data tab. If you're not a part of the admin user role, then you would not get access to that route. I also use the data abstraction layer to be able to get a list of all the users, create a new user account on the admin page to grab a list of all users, and being able to implement this DAL allowed me to add new functions in the future. Some of the things that I do want to add are like, for instance, a search function, so you can be able to search through users, or to be able to change the database so that it's not reliant on the MongoDB. And all of that will allow me to do that because my functions are tied into a separate JavaScript page. That way I do not have to refactor my entire app in order to get that to work. And because of that, I also utilized my whole application utilizes a RESTful API. So for instance, my app.put saves the state of the user's account balance. My app.get route grabs all the user's account, but obviously it's authenticated, so only the users within the admin role will be able to utilize that. And then my app.post creates a new user account, sorry, it allows the user to sign in. So